Alright, here we go, boys. Dark Ice 1990 here, and we are here with another Monday night meal! And we are going to be making the Shigokis Strombolis. That's right. I already got one that I prepped up in the oven to be almost done so you guys can see a final result, because I'm not going to make you wait a half hour to see some awesome Stromboli action going on. But I got pizza dough that I needed and made myself already. I can't exactly show you how I did that, just because it took me an hour and a half just to make the dough. But we're going to roll this out here. What you want with a Stromboli is to have it a long, rectangular shape, because you want to be able to fold it over pretty easily and nice. Look how easy this is rolling out. I made some pretty good dough today, boys. You got to use the flour, water, and yeast. Yeast needs to activate, and you got to let it sit there a while before you can use it. Alright, that looks like it might be just about where I want it to be. Maybe a little longer than that. Maybe just a little longer than that, boys. Let's do this. Alright, that looks about good. Now we're going to get our cheese and sauce going in there. I'm going to put my cheese down first, a little bit here. Just in the middle here, because I'm going to be folding in the edges. Just like this. Oh yeah, look at that shit, boys. It's going to be badass. Everybody, the Shigoki got an update in the game a while back, a couple months ago maybe, by now. And I got to tell you something, man. He pisses me right the fuck off. They gave him things in that game that I'm just not okay with. I don't sit right with the fact that he can flip you at any moment now. Now, I made this spaghetti sauce from scratch, boys. It's a little warm. Putting warm sauce on this is not ideal because it won't fold well and it won't set well. But I don't care because I'm lazy, so let's do this shit. I'm going to put some sauce in here. It'll spread out while it bakes, so you don't want to worry about getting it absolutely everywhere because we're folding it over inside itself anyway. Alright, check that out, boys. Strombolis are pretty cool, man. I go to the restaurants and buy them and shit. They're pretty good, but I've been marinating these mushrooms for about an hour. Vinegar, oil, and then a bunch of seasonings like salt, pepper, garlic. All the good shit that you'd put in a marinade, just a simple vegetable marinade, nothing fancy. I'm not getting too fancy on you motherfuckers yet. The Shaman's Shrimp Alfredo might have been the fanciest we had, but we got some mushrooms going in there. Now I'm a little saturated, so I'm going to wash my hands real quick to fold that over. What do you guys think? A little bit more sauce right on top of the mushrooms here. Just a little bit. Let's get a little bit of more cheese too. Just so it's cheesy enough for me to eat with my family. Alright. Hopefully this one folds pretty good. The last one I made, I prepped one and I folded it up and the sauce was way too hot. And it just fell apart, but it should look pretty good. Alright, I'm folding these edges in. Both of the edges as far as I can. Then I want to fold this one in and pinch the edges just like that. You want to pinch them so they stay together. Just like that. Then when you fold the other side, you want to overlap the other one and try to pinch it as far as you can. You see how I'm pinching it, boys? I'm pinching the sides so it stays together. My other one didn't go as well because I was lazy and didn't wait for my sauce to cool down. I wanted to get the video over with, this, that, and the other. Now it's folded over. I got a baking pan right there. Look at that. Now, we're going to get this oil I made. Oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, a little bit of seasoned salt, and we're going to brush the top of this thing just like this. Hell to the yeah. Look how magnificent this is going to be. When this one's done baking, it's going to look fantastic. Maybe in the comment section below, I'm going to post a picture of this one so you guys can see this final product, because the first one's going to look like shit. The ones that you're going to see is going to look pretty much terrible. Now I'm just getting the rest of this on here. Just like that. Alright. Now, it'll bubble up real big, but not when I do it, because I'm going to cut 4 slits in there. One there, one right there, one there, and one at the end here. Now the reason I cut them slits is it's got some air to breathe, the inside can cook very well, the mushrooms will cook very well, and it won't get real fat like the way crust does sometimes. You know, you get a pizza and you got that bubble pocket that you like to pop. Might be the best part of the crust for me, but some people were like, fuck that shit. But we're going to come on this way, and we are going to put it in the oven, just like that. And we're going to take the other one out, because it should be done. It might not be. I might have to put it back in after I show it to you guys, but this is the other one I made right here. This one just has cheese in it. Now, as you can see, it didn't fold very well. This side got kind of fucked up because my sauce was too warm. Now, it's hard and it's crunchy. It's gonna be good still. It will be. But it didn't fold very well, and I know it didn't. And I didn't use a lot of my garlic oil because I wanted to save it for the good one, because I like the mushrooms. Fuck this shit. This is stupid. But that is a pretty short video of Stromboli's. It took me about 2 hours of prep before I could even make it. The dough took me an hour. You gotta let it rest and rise. All that good shit. And then I had to marinate the mushrooms. I had to fold the first one. I had to bake it. I waited 20 minutes for it to bake. And it's probably gonna have to still go back in for about a minute or two to get this all golden brown on the top. Maybe I'll put more oil on it. I'm not sure yet. But I have been Dark Ice 1990, and that was the Shigokis Stromboli's. Boom!